Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming in today's small discussion. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Asfara Rabbani P, and here I will be your speaker in this discussion about get to know architecture. In today's discussion, I would like to show you guys why does architecture is important in our daily life. If any of you guys have questions, please hold it until the end of the discussion because we will have our time for Q&A session. So what we'll be discussing today is uh, what is architecture, the role of architecture, the important aspects of architecture, and also famous architects all over the world. So, as an introduction, what are your first thought of architecture? Is it buildings, drawings, or maybe art? Well, they are not wrong. Here's what we'll be discussing today. So, to begin with, when architecture is a study about buildings' aesthetics, structure, and also function. So, we architects not only design a building, but we also require a lot more aspects that will be discussed later. Architect's main purpose is turning an environment into a suitable and comfy for human being. This is including building aesthetics, purposes, and also safety for us. So that is the overview of architecture. Moving on to the role of architecture. As we know before, architects deals a lot of matters in our daily life. That includes our house, campus, schools, restaurants, and a lot more. What I want to say here is that architecture's role is providing a habitable place. So, uh, it could protect us from natural factors and also secure of any threat. Here, natural factors could be rain and also maybe earthquakes and natural disasters. So architecture takes role in that place so that uh, human beings could save from that factors. Here it is also said secure from any threat. Threat here comes from people. So we design places that is safe from people threats such as maybe too much exposed and also some other factors. The other role of architecture is to attract people in in designs. These designs could be facade, interior, and even furnitures. That is all about the role of architecture. Moving on into important aspects. The main aspects of architecture is mainly divided into two, aesthetics and proportion, and also comfort and functions. Aesthetics and proportions. So, proportion and aesthetic aspects can make a huge difference within the same materials and also the area of the land. As you can see from the first and the second picture, you can say that the second picture is way more interesting than the first one. It is because the role of architect is to make the uh, the appearance of a house, a building, or whatever it is, to make it way more interesting than just a construction builder. And then the next one is comfort and functions. As we are making the designs, we will imagine ourselves in that position. How will how will we feel comfortable? and there are a lot of aspects that we consider in making designs. So as you can see in the first picture, these benches are these benches have international standards that we should meet so that we as users could feel comfortable. And then the second picture was used to be uh, a blank spot. So we as architects, we need to redesign that blank spot so that it is not as used only for decorations. We need to make that blank spot also useful. And to the final topic, we will talk about architects all around the world. The first one we will talk about Nyoman Nuarta. He is an architect from Indonesia. He designs Garuda in IKN and also Garuda Wisnu Kencana in Bali. It is because his design is really outstanding. Not even Indonesian, but a lot of people from abroad knows his design. And then the last but not least is Zaha Hadid. As in architecture world, Zaha Hadid is a very popular person because her design is very abnormal, you can say. She uses deconstructive as her path of design, and one of the unique building that she made is Hungerburgban in Austria. So I think that's all that I can say. That brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for all of your attention. So if I can sum up the main points, architecture is a study that learns about turning an environment into something comfy and safe for everyone. This includes in protecting the user from natural forces or even human threats. Architecture also put ahead aesthetics and proportion in their design without neglecting the standards that is used. All right, that is all about our discussion today. Thank you very much for your time and attention. As I said before, now is our Q&A time. Please feel free to ask is there please feel free to ask if you have any questions. Thank you very much.